everyone, it is Toby here, back for another deadlift session here in the garage gym. The beard's been trimmed, the hair has been cut, we're feeling fresh, and so is the gym because we have got some new weight plates, some Mirafit Deep Dish Olympic ones. I did a review on those, which if you haven't seen, go ahead and look at those. That does include the top set of deadlifts from this session, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't stick around if you've already seen that, because we've got plenty of other really heavy accessories to blast through this session. It's going to be a good one. In today's session, we're going to be working up to a heavy double once again, this time at 260 kilos, which is a pretty monstrous double. That should move really, really nicely. And then we're going to be dropping the weight down to 195 kilos and doing 5 sets of 2 speed reps, so as quick as we can, as explosively as we can, just making sure that we hammer in that motor pattern of lifting explosively, lifting really, really nice and speedy, so that when we come on to the heavy top sets, we're conditioned to lift explosively off the floor and we have a better chance at locking it out. And then after that, we move on to the Romanian deadlifts, an absolute posterior chain pain machine. Finish off the hamstrings and the glutes, and after all of that we move on to some heavy pedale rows, some lat pull downs, some single arm rows, some seated cable rows, all of them to finish off the back, get it nice and pumped, nice and thick, nice and strong, nice and swole. And then after all of that is out the way, we finish off with some heavy grip work, because today is the day where we put the real work in. So if that sounds like something you're excited for, then like the video down below, buckle in, and let's get cracking. But if this is your first video on the channel and you are liking it so far, please be sure to go down below, hit subscribe, and go and check out all of the other training videos that we have on the channel. We have got some really good ones out there, but today's one is going to be probably the best of them all, because I'm feeling hyped, I'm feeling strong, and I'm feeling ready. So all I need to do now is start loading up the barbell, warming up on deadlifts, so let's get right to it. Deadlift jack might be the best invention. I've said it before and I'll say it again, but it is time for the first time to load one of the new plates. What a sexy plate this is. Feeling strong today. Everyone knows 170 is the universal sign of, is this going to be a good day or a bad day? So let's see. I think it's going to be a good day. Final warm up, let's send it. Oh. Oh, this is feeling good today. 260 top set. Let's have it. Oh. Well, that was ridiculous. I've never had a top set move quite like that. I mean, it might not look as fast as some of my other ones, but the way that felt, like, for 260, let's bear in mind, that felt ridiculous. My deadlift is in a fantastic place right now. 300 is coming, but you know what else is coming is this 280 double we've got in 2 weeks. My current PB is 285. So the fact that in 2 weeks' time we're going for a 280 double, I don't know, the way those moved, I've got it in the tank. So make sure if you haven't already to go down below, subscribe, notifications on, because that for sure is going to be a video. But that is the heavy deadlifts out of the way. It is fantastic how good those are feeling. I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, now what we're going to do, drop the weight down a bit as I mentioned, go on to the speed work, 5 sets, 2 reps, as fast as we can. I'm not going to film all 5 because they're going to look exactly the same. I'll film 3 sets of them, the first, the middle and the last, and that is what you're going to see right now. That is the speed reps out of the way. Perhaps not as fast as last week, but they felt good. Yeah, we're going up in the weight, so it is going to slow down a bit, but the main thing is every single set looked the exact same. They were all super explosive off the floor. No issues there. Feeling good, feeling it a bit now. The hamstrings and glutes are starting to feel it, but they're going to really feel it after this next exercise. These next 2 really, we've got the RDLs and the pen rows, both making you hold that position. That's going to fry the rear delt, not the rear delts, fry the hamstrings and the glutes. Yeah, it's going to be proper brutal. So I'm going to film a set of each of those exercises because we've got 2 sets of each. They're both at the same weight, both at 150 kilos, which is by no means light. The RDLs are going to be for a set of 10, 2 sets of 10 rather, and the pen rows for 2 sets of 8. So it's going to be brutal, it's going to be heavy. But that's why we're here, that's what we do, that's how we build a big, strong back. I'm not going to lie guys, that's finished me off. That was proper brutal. It was supposed to be 2 sets of 10 on the RDLs, 2 sets of 6 to 10, but we got 10 on both sets, and then 2 sets of 5 to 8 on the pen rows. I got 8 in the first set, which you saw, but I could only manage 6 in the second set, which means that we're working hard. Definitely working hard. I'm feeling pretty knackered now, but we've still got half of the session left to go, so we need to knuckle down and smash it out, which is exactly what I've done. I've already done the single arm rows because, yeah, everyone knows what they look like. I showed them in the last video. So I just thought I'll smash them out, get them done, knuckle down. Yeah, get the chest supported single arm rows done. But now I'm going to move on to the lat pull downs and the seated cable rows. And I'm going to get experimental with these. And let me set up the camera and explain exactly how. So guys, as I said, we're moving on to the lat pull downs and seated cable rows. And we're going to get experimental. I like to experiment with my accessories to get different stimulus through the muscles. And usually I just do plate loadable lat pull down, switch up the handles, whichever ones I've got. And I just had a thought, because on normal selectorized lat pull downs you can't do this, but I'm in a home gym and I've got a plate loadable one. So why can't I go ahead and add these bad boys to it, these lifting chains? There is absolutely no reason why I can't do chain lat pull downs, and I feel like these are going to feel like pretty hard. Because it's obviously going to get harder as you pull it. So as you pull towards the top, it's going to get harder and harder, a bit like a pull-up really. So we're going to see how it goes, and you're going to get my live first time reaction ever doing these. Because why not? Like, this is what I love about being in the home gym, is I could just do what I want. Like, as long as I'm sticking to the program and doing everything on the program, I can get as free and as experimental as I like with these accessories. So chain lat pull downs may be the new meta. They may be really, really good. So let's give them a go. I apologise if you hate the sound of chains, but I love it and this is awesome. So let's give it a go. This might feel great, this might feel horrible. So live reaction for you guys on our first set. I will tell you what, guys, I have never felt a burn in my lats like that. Oh, I've got a headache in the back of my head. That is one of, if not the best, lat exercise I have ever done, ever, period, full stop, ever done. If you have the ability to try that, do it. I am not lying when I say they are the best lat exercise I've ever done, ever, period. That's it. I'm going to be incorporating these for the rest of the block now. They are that good. Like, they're really good. I mean, what else can I do to that is add some band tension. I could do whatever. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff we can do with that lat pull down that we haven't even unlocked all the possibilities yet. So if you have access to a plate loadable lat pull down and have some lifting chains or some bands or something, give it a go. Honestly, the accommodating resistance, as it gets more and more pulled in, the harder and harder it gets. It's just made my lats feel so pumped, so on fire. So this video is definitely going to be titled the best lat variation ever or something like that, because it really is. And I'm very glad that I get to share it with you guys. I love doing these little experimentation accessories because I unlock new exercises for the arsenal that I can then fit in there and thereabouts. So yeah, I've got more sets of those to do. I'm going to film them, and then we're going to do the same on the seated row. So I'll film them and I'll put them together in a little bit of a montage for you now, and then we will reconvene afterwards, talk through how it felt on the seated rows, and then that'll be that. When I say my back is completely fried, this is a whole new level. Those chains make such a difference. They're only 10 kg each, but when 10 kg gets ripped off the floor further and further up the exercise you go, you really notice it. I mean, that's 20 kg total being added from the bottom of the rep to the top. Like, it's a monster. As I said, if you have the ability to be able to do those, honestly, give them a try. That is one of the best back days I've ever had. My lats and my rhomboids and all of that upper back just feels completely taxed now in a really good way. So they are definitely going to be staying in the program this block, and we should be building some pretty big wings on us for that. But yeah, that is the back portion of today's video out the way, the main portion. Obviously, we finished the end of these sessions off with some grip because I've used straps throughout, so it's always good to train the grip. So we are going to be doing behind the back holds. We're going to be going super heavy on them, sets of 10 seconds. It's going to be brutal. I'm just going to record the one set for you guys, show you it right now, and then we will outro the video, talk about grip a little bit at the end, and that will be that. So here is that behind the back hold set. I wish I'd remembered to film the first set there. I did. Obviously, I've got to do 3 sets of 10 seconds. I did. The first set, I got 10 seconds really easy, but I forgot to film it. So I was like, right, I'll film the second set then. But I only managed 8 seconds on the second set, which is really annoying. But yeah, I did get 10 seconds on the first one. Second set, I got 8 seconds. And then the third set, I got about 7 or 8 again. So grip's in a fantastic place. I mean, even getting 220 behind the back hold for even 8 seconds is phenomenal. So I'm not too mad that I showed you guys that set, but the first set of 10 seconds was really good. So really pleased with how grip's feeling at the minute. And yeah, it's a very important thing to train. Either you do it by not using straps on any of your back exercises, but if you're like me and training grip a bit more intensely, using straps to save the grip for the really heavy grip at the end of the session is very smart. But yeah, it has been one hell of a workout. I hope you guys did enjoy. I mean, the fact that we've smashed out that much in today's session has been quite phenomenal, but it only gets more intense next week and the week after. So we keep working, we keep building, and I mean, I absolutely love it. I've had a big smile on my face the entire session. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. That is the end of the back day. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, if this is your first time here, then please be sure to go and check out all my other videos and hit subscribe down below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. It helps boost these videos to like-minded people and gets this community growing bigger and bigger, because I love sharing my training. I love sharing my experimental accessories that you guys might want to nab off me. And yeah, we're on the road to 300 kilo. It's coming fast. It's coming by the end of the year. So make sure you stick around for that. But anyway, I've been Toby. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.